I don't think there's going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done.
There may not be, King. They may well annihilate each other here tonight. He's climbing up. I'm not so sure this is a good idea.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King.
Look at him, rubbing his opponent's face in it. I love it.
Well, this crowd doesn't seem to share your opinion. And quite frankly, I hope this comes back to bite you. When I look at Triple H, all I see is lost opportunities. He's so talented and so intelligent that he could have made such a reversal. Can he capitalize on it? What an incredible performance. And there he goes. The submission is locked in.
Oh my gosh, he might make his opponent tap right here.
What a reversal.
I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
I'm sure they have. That's not the kind of attitude you come in with and expect to pick up the win.
You're right about that, JR. If you can't see yourself having your arm raised by the referee when it's over, don't bother showing up. The intensity of these superstars is unbelievable.
No doubt about that, King. The fans are getting their money's worth here tonight.
I know you think Randy Orton's great, JR, but no one's got a higher opinion of him than Orton himself. I wish he'd just shut his mouth and show us what he's got. This could finish the match right here. There's the pin.
1, 2. There's the kick out. I thought that was it for sure.
I think Triple H might be the greatest superstar of his generation. I think that in the future, superstars are going to talk about Triple H the way superstars from Triple H's generation talk about Ric Flair.
The idea that Triple H might potentially become a role model to the next generation turns my stomach, King. I hope to hell you're wrong.
Hope all you want, JR, but you know I'm right. Triple H is he doesn't seem to be too concerned about his opponent, JR.
Well, he should be. This one's not over yet, and you never know what might happen.
His opponent telegraphed that one. Oh my gosh, JR! He's going for it!
The RKO! The RKO! We could be looking at a pinfall here, folks. 2, 3.
He did it! The match is over!
Oh, would you look at this? Ric Flair and Triple H are double teaming him now. And this match is over, by God. How despicable can you get?
He was asking for it, JR. Flair hit him in self-defense. Didn't you see the way he went after the Nature Boy?
He did no such thing, King. Triple H and Flair will do anything it takes to keep the title around the game's waist. And that includes taking out the competition.
Hey, I saw what Triple H and Flair pulled last week. This crap is getting really old. You okay?
I'll live, but they're not gonna get off that easy.
Listen, you're good, but this is a numbers game. There's two of them, but one of you. Dude, you've got to even that up.
What do you have in mind?
Hey, I'm one of the few guys in the Raw locker room who's pinned Triple H for a 3 count. I don't have an Intercontinental title defense tonight. So how about you and me team up and give Triple H and Flair a little payback?
Sounds good to me, but what's in it for you?
Anytime I step into the ring with the World Heavyweight Champ, my stock goes up. And when I hit him with the T-bone and pin him again, I'll be that much closer to earning the World Heavyweight title match I deserve. Let's do this.
Stop for me now! I wonder how far these superstars are willing to go to get the win here tonight.
As far as it takes, King. We've seen them put their bodies on the line time and time again. And I'm sure tonight will be no different. And now he's bringing in his partner.
The intensity of these superstars is
He went straight for the pin. No flies on him. 2.
No trouble kicking out of that one. So come on, JR. Just between you and me, who are you pulling for in this matchup?
I'd like to see a clean victory by a superstar with a lot of heart and a lot of intensity who puts on the best performance possible for the fans, King.
one's walking away from this match unscathed.
No doubt about it, King. This one's going to be hell on the anatomy for sure.
He saw that one coming.
I think Shelton Benjamin's theme song says it all.
Uh-oh, he's got his opponent's leg. You know what's coming next.
I certainly do, and there it is. The figure four. Often imitated, but never duplicated. He's got that submission hold locked in.
He sure does, JR. He might make his opponent tap out right here. He countered that one perfectly. These superstars are so unpredictable, this match could go another 30 seconds or 30 minutes.
I hope it's the latter, King.
Why?
It wouldn't hurt my feelings one bit if this match lasted the rest of the night.
3. I can't believe he countered that one. 4. 5. Orton calls himself the legend killer, but I think he's going about that all wrong.
That went nowhere.
1.
Oh, would you look at this. Talk about arrogance. It's sickening.
Come on, JR. It's not enough just to win a match. You've got to make it clear who's the dominant superstar. 2.
And it's been reversed.
3. 4. This is great, JR. He's really letting his opponent have it. 5.
I guess he is. But I'd like to see a little less sizzle and a little more steak, personally.
It's like he read his opponent's mind. I know you think Randy Orton's great, JR, but no one's got a higher opinion of him than Orton himself. I wish he'd just shut his mouth and show us what he's got.
Where have you been the last 2 years, King?
His opponent telegraphed that one. Shelton Benjamin's a perfect example of why you don't want to let a young superstar rise too far too fast. All of his success has gone straight to it. Watch out! He reversed it! I think I know who's going to win this one, JR.
Oh, really? Enlighten us, King.
Wait a second. Why are you so eager to hear my prediction?
Because I want to know who's going to win. And 9 times out of 10, it's not the superstar you pick. A reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
I could watch these superstars go at it all night, JR.
So could I, King, but all good things must come to an end. Let's just hope it just doesn't end too soon.
Uh-oh. Come on. You got to stop this guy before he really gets going.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. He's built up too much momentum to be stopped now. These fans love confidence in their superstar. And that's just what they're seeing from him here tonight.
Well, he can do this until the cap... Oh, boy! Here it comes! Oh, man! That doesn't look good.
Talk about targeting a body part and picking it apart. He's a slippery devil. We could be looking at a pinfall here, folks. A textbook reversal there.
I'd hate to be that referee, JR. Can you imagine having to tell one of these superstars no?
Boy, I think I've had nightmares about trying to do something like that, King.
I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out.
The referee is down, and now there's no one to maintain order in this match.
Where do they find these referees, JR? They seem to be awfully fragile.
He must be looking for a weapon of some kind.
I think we're going to find out just how much punishment they...
So much for looking your opponent in the eye and fighting like a man. And there's the cover.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, boy.
That's it. That's all she wrote.
Ain't no stop. Listen up, Benjamin. All I hear backstage is you running your mouth about how you pinned Triple H this and you beat Triple H that. Well, the fact is, everyone knows you just got lucky. Simple as that. It was a fluke. And it's never going to happen again. Do you understand me? Never again.
What a man. What a noble champion. Once again, assaulting his opponent after the match is over. And damn it, Shelton Benjamin is right. He has beaten Triple H in the past, fair and square.
You heard Triple H, JR. It was a fluke. He says Shelton Benjamin isn't in his league, and from the looks of things, he's right.
He's not going to get caught with that one.
I tell you, JR, this...
What a submission hold! Could this be a tap out?
It isn't. The hold can't be broken. You can't take this kind of pain for long.
I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars can maintain this intensity week after week after week.
It's not easy, JR. There's no off-season. It's not like you've got 6 months to recover after WrestleMania.
That's for damn sure. And that's why I don't think there can be any doubt in anyone's mind that the superstars of the WWE are the greatest athletes in the world.
I can't believe he countered that one. These superstars are so unpredictable, this match could go another 30 seconds or 30 minutes.
I hope it's the latter, King. It wouldn't hurt my feelings one bit if this match lasted the rest of the night.
It looks like they're slowing the pace down a bit here.
Maybe so. But one or two big moves could completely change the complexion of this match.
I Wonder if SmackDown's gonna have anything nearly this good next Thursday.
I think we both know the answer to that one, King. How could they compete with a match like this?
He reversed it! JR's not going to be happy about this one, folks. I think one of his favorites is going to get beat like the proverbial government. He's got his opponent locked into submission, JR. This could be it.
It could indeed. He might force his opponent to tap out right here.
Boy, these superstars sure have their hands full here tonight, JR.
They sure do, King. They've got all they can say grace over. You're not going to get him with that one.
I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans will be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars to watch what goes on inside it. And without them, we'd all be out of a job. A textbook reversal there.
What does he think he's doing? He's just showing off for the crowd now.
He's wrestling the match his way. And I think it's going to pay off, mark my words.
Watch out! He reversed it! I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but...
The RKO! The submission is locked in. This could be huge.
Oh my gosh, JR! You can't go long without tapping after this! He turned the tables on his opponent with that one! I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been a hotly anticipated contest. And as far as I'm concerned, it's living up to the hype.
No question about that, JR. The fans certainly seem to be in.
He countered that and made it look easy. There's absolutely no question in my mind that Ric Flair is one of the true legends of this business. I just think it's a shame that many of his accomplishments... Excellent counter. What ring presence. And it's been reversed.
I don't think the fans appreciated that one very much, but I don't think he cares much what the fans think.
That much is obvious, King. What a low-down, despicable move that was.
You've got to love Ric Flair. The Nature Boy doesn't let anything stand in his way.
Yeah, including the rules. I tell you, the submission has been expertly applied, and now it's just a matter of time.
That's right, JR. You've either got to break the hold or get broken by it. Look at this, JR. Can you imagine SmackDown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for our SmackDown colleagues, but no, I can't, King. I truly believe Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
And you hit the nail right on the head there, JR. The dominant brand, not the slightly...
Look out! He's setting up his opponent.
There it is! The RKO! Man, it's as fast as it is deadly.
He's got that submission hold locked in.
He sure does, JR. He might make his opponent tap out right here.
Look at this! Look at this! You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here!
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not gonna end well.
And there's the submission! There might not be any way out of it!
There better be, or we're gonna see a tap out right here.
What a reversal.
I know you think Randy Orton's great, JR, but no.
He's got his opponent locked in a submission hold.
We can see a tap out right here, JR.
He's a slippery devil.
Oh my gosh, JR, he's going for it.
The RKO! The RKO! A reversal. Can he capitalize on it? These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no...
He's really cranking up the pressure on that hold, JR.
He sure is. There's no doubt he's looking for the submission right here.
There's the reversal.
We all know what's coming next.
The RKO! Did you see that, JR? That submission is locked in, JR, and this is a tough hold to break.
It sure is, King. And even if you break the hold, it takes its toll on you.
I don't think anyone's walking away from this match unscathed.
No doubt about it, King. This one's going to be hell on the anatomy for sure.
Orton calls himself. I don't care how tough you are, JR. No one can take this kind of pain for long.
You're absolutely right, King. We see many superstars tap out to this very hold.
That's the match, JR. I could have watched it go even longer.
My God, that's John Cena and the Big Show from Smackdown. What the hell are they doing here on Raw?
I can't believe this, JR. Somebody call security. Look out, Triple H.
Damn chain!
Is this how thugs like Cena treat their elders on Smackdown? This is bad, JR. Oh my God, and what's that older Big Show gonna do?
They were down, but not out, by God.
I think this is over, JR.
Not by a long shot, King. But why were those Smackdown superstars here on...
You know, normally I'd come out here on Raw in front of the entire world. Flash this World Heavyweight title. And once again make clear to all you people, all the people watching at home, and all the guys in the back, that I am the best in the business. Yeah. That's what I'd normally do, and whether you love it or you hate it, you all tune in to see it. But that's not gonna happen tonight. See, last week, two gutless nobodies from Smackdown thought they could come to Raw and take out Triple H and Ric Flair, the two greatest champions this business has ever seen. But just like everything Smackdown does, they only got it half right. As you can see, I'm still standing.
Well, thank goodness for that.
But Ric Flair was not so lucky. John Cena crushed his larynx with that chain. And Big Show nearly broke his damn neck with that chokeslam. Look at this man. He can't style. Hell, he can barely profile. Cena, Big Show, I don't care who you are or where you come from. You do not lay your hands on this man. This man is a 16-time world champion. He's a kiss-stealing, wheeling-dealing son of a gun. He should be riding in limousines, not ambulances. And now, all those desperate housewives in this arena will have to go home to their fat, impotent husbands and cry themselves to sleep because Space Mountain is closed for repairs.
It's so sad, JR.
Oh, it's sad, all right. Why don't you take a minute and pull yourself together?
Well, look who it is. I wonder if he's here to gloat.
I doubt that, King. He took his lumps last week just as sure as Triple H did.
Well, Triple H, I guess you've got some idea how I felt when you and Flair took out Shelton Benjamin 2 weeks ago.
That's a completely different story. Shelton Benjamin ran his mouth and he got what was coming to him. John Cena and the Big Show had no business with me or you or the Nature Boy. And speaking of you, I've just about had it with your...
Hold that thought, Triple H. You two had better get on the same page. Because I'm not going to stand for SmackDown superstars invading my show. By the authority of the board of directors, you're going to have a sanctioned match against them next week at SummerSlam. But that doesn't mean we're going to wait until then to even the score. This Thursday, you're going to SmackDown to return the favor.
Hey, what a great idea, Bischoff. I would have never thought of that. I don't need your advice. And I don't need your permission to do whatever I damn well please. And if you think you can order me around, think again. And as for you, you can forget about being on the same page with me. We're not even in the same damn library, understand? You come to SmackDown if you want, but you better not get in my way.
Well, I don't always agree with General Manager Eric Bischoff's actions, but I have to give him credit. He's arranged a SummerSlam match against the Big Show and John Cena and ordered an immediate counterattack on SmackDown to boot.
Man, JR, I can't wait.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Smackdown. I'm Michael Cole along with Taz and partner. The locker room is still buzzing about that attack by John Cena and The Big Show on some top Raw superstars last week. And can you believe that the board of directors has sanctioned a cross-brand grudge match for this Sunday at SummerSlam?
But that's not all, Cole. Some of those Raw superstars have said they're gonna show up here tonight to get some payback. Wait, is that Triple H and Flair in the ring right now?
I am the game. Woo! And tonight, I'm coming to Smackdown to find the guys who kicked my ass and made my father, the Nature Boy, cry like a little girl. Say, Nate, why do they still call you the Nature Boy, huh? Aren't you about 90? Maybe they should call you Father Time. But seriously, yo, no one can say that SmackDown didn't make an impact on Raw last Monday. We did just what we wanted to, and that was punk out the best that they got.
Let's see now. 10 for Triple H, 16 for Flair. Raw is never going to forget the day SmackDown took out 26 world champions in one shot.
And now we're supposed to be scared? Because Triple H is leading a posse to SmackDown? Please. He shows up here, he's gonna get more of the same. They can't see me.
They're here! The Raw superstars are here!
Here we go. This is gonna be a rocket bust.
The Big Show is a big dude, all right. Great reversal!
It's crazy to think we actually get paid to do a job like this. There's thousands of people out there who would do this for free.
Really? Maybe I should look into that. I could get a better broadcast partner and save the company some money at the same time.
Keep it up, Cole. Keep it up, and you're gonna find out how tough this job really is when your jaw gets wide shut.
He knows his opponent is completely helpless to resist the submission hold.
And that means you gotta either dig deep and find a way to break it, or you gotta just flat out tap out. I don't know, Cole.
This superstar is all fired up. And so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah, well, tell you what, one mistake and we're gonna see that fire go out pronto. Well, if they didn't want him using the chair like that, they should have left it lying around. He can taunt all he wants, Cole, but once he's lost the match, this guy's gonna... Listen to me, Cole. Getting hit by that thing's even worse than it looks. Man, his opponent looked like a punk with that counter. Well, if no one gets that 2x4 away from him, this one's gonna be over real quick. You know, a lot of guys call themselves the...
Nice reversal. That's not what the chair was meant to be used for.
Watch it, he reversed it.
And there's the submission hold. What a deadly maneuver this is.
Not kidding, Cole.
coming.
I think someone's looking for a weapon here, Cole. If he keeps connecting with that chair, this is going to be a real short match.
Folks, we'll be staying with this match to the end with no commercial interruptions.
Good thing too, Cole, because I don't think we'd ever hear the end of it if we cut away here.
You're probably right, Tad. He's laying waste to his opponent with that steel chair. What a reversal.
These superstars give everything they got when they're in a match like this. But a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes also.
No question. If you want to make it in the WWE, you've got to sacrifice just about everything for your career. It has to be a sickening impact from that steel chair. I don't think there's any superstars on the roster who wouldn't love to have the size of...
Man, what a chair shot. Reminds me of my old ECW days. I saw some pretty Oh, God! That's a solid steel chair, Cole. That don't tickle. These superstars are showing some great intensity here tonight, and that's what the WWE fans came to see.
That's for sure, Taz. And the #1 rule here on SmackDown is to send the fans home happy.
I love it! Talk about rubbing your opponent's face in it.
Yes, but this might not be the smartest course of action. This match is far from over.
You know, we've seen some pretty good back-and-forth action here, but you don't see too many men.
What a submission maneuver! You must be...
And he's going for it!
And he got it! RKO! He's got him covered!
1, 2.
You gotta be kidding me! That was nowhere near 3.
Look at these fans. They didn't like that one bit.
Yeah, well, you know what? I got some bad news for these fans. He don't give a damn what you think. That's the way you do it. Nothing like the sun.
Someone had better get that 2x4 away from him. I don't think he's going to win any fans over with that.
It ain't about winning over the fans, though, Cole. He's letting everyone know that he don't give a damn what they think. He's taking his opponent to school with that 2x4 wrapped with barbed wire.
Look at him go!
Wow! What an RKO!
He's going for the pin!
1, 2, 3.
And that's it! It's over! His fans have got to be happy with this one!
Triple H!
Hey, look, man. I understand why you're teaming up with Triple H tonight. John Cena and Big Show have got to be taught a lesson, and you guys owe them. But don't get too cozy with them. I'll be back on Raw tomorrow, and I've got some unfinished business with Triple H and Ric Flair that I plan to take care of. You know I respect you, and I hope you've got my back the way I had yours. But if you let them punk me out, you'll be making a big mistake.
Okay, Shelton, I'll keep that in mind. But right now, I gotta focus on Cena and Show.
Big Show some credit, JR.
A reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
One.
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's gonna go.
Two.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well, judging from the shape I'm in, I don't appear to be doing too much of either, King. You're looking pretty fit, though, I must say.
6. 7.
Oh, no! This is terrible! You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum!
8.
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers.
All's fair in love and war, JR. And I love it when this guy goes to war.
Whoever said that cheaters never prosper certainly never saw this man in action.
I'd hate to be that referee, JR. Can you imagine having to tell one of these superstars no?
Boy, I think...
Oh, man. I've been in this hole before, JR. This brings back some bad memories.
I can understand why, King. I can't even imagine the pain being inflicted here.
Yes! That was an incredible move! What strategy?
Strategy my Oklahoma ass. That's cheating, plain and simple.
He saw that one coming. This is a mistake, JR. Everyone knows that overconfidence costs superstars matches.
That might be true, King, but all I see is a very confident superstar who's got everything going his way.
You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition.
3.
It sure is. The toughest athletes in the world are on the WWE roster, and that's a fact. Boy, this John Cena sure is one of the most exciting young prospects in all of WWE.
Oh, man! That's gonna change the tone of this match, JR.
Yeah, and not for the better either. I wish the ref would actually pay attention to what's going on.
Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except when I have to sit here and listen to you drool over the divas.
Come on, JR. You know I'm helpless when it comes to puppies.
Oh, I know, King. And that's why I'm bringing the pitcher of ice water out here with me next time.
6.
Oh, man. Here it comes, JR.
7.
The RKO!
8. 9.
I gotta say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far.
It has indeed, King, and I think it's only going to get better from here on out.
He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. I know you think
he's taken every advantage in this matchup, and it looks like he plans on taking a few more.
if he's not the dirtiest player in the game, JR, he's a shoo-in for second place.
Look at the confidence radiating off this superstar.
All I see is an overconfident superstar who's throwing away the match by not following up.
Looks like the tag is made.
Orton calls himself the Legend Killer, but I think he's going about that all wrong. He's still got so much to learn. Why would he want to destroy the very superstars who could teach him what he needs to be one of the true greats?
Randy Orton sat under the excellent counter. What ring presence?
That was a smart tag, JR. Did you ever think you'd be... What a move! It's not hard to tell why that's his finisher, JR. You know, JR,
he's a slippery devil.
I don't care how tough you are, JR. No one can take this kind of pain for long.
You're absolutely right, King. We've seen many superstars tap out to this very hole.
We could have a pinfall here, JR.
Why?
I don't know why he thought he was going to get the pin there.
These superstars are in terrific shape, and that comes as no surprise whatsoever.
No kidding. If you don't have that conditioning, you're not going to last long in a match.
You sure aren't. And that's only one of the many reasons I try to stay out of the ring whenever possible.
These fans can't stand it when he does this, JR, but I think it's great.
He's sure not going to win over any fans with that move, but I don't think that bothers him too much, quite frankly. He's got that submission hold locked in.
He sure does, JR. He might make his opponent tap out right here. He reversed it. Look at this, JR. Can you imagine Smack?
We all know what's coming next.
What?
The RKO! Did you see that, JR?
2, 3.
Boy, this... I can't believe he countered that one.
5, 6.
These superstars are putting everything on the
7.
line here in this match.
They sure are, and they're doing it all for the
8.
WWE fans. Without them, there'd be no WWE.
9.
These fans love...
10.
Wow, what a match, JR.
Shelton Benjamin is back, and he's taking it right to Flair and Triple H with a steel chair.
Oh, no! He can't do that! Triple H and Flair are defenseless! Somebody needs to stop him!
They were partners before Flair injured Benjamin, but is that still the case?
I can't wait to see what's going to happen tomorrow night on Raw. I'll tell you one thing, though. I'd hate to be in Shelton Benjamin's shoes when Triple H gets his hands on him.
I called you out here tonight on Raw because I want to give you a very rare and valuable present. 2 of them, actually.
Oh my gosh! 2 presents, JR! It must be his birthday! Imagine celebrating your birthday with Triple H, JR. That's gotta be great.
I'm pretty sure it's not his birthday, and I've for damn sure seen the kind of presents that Triple H gives out.
The first is a thank you. From me to you. For watching my back in our match against John Cena and Big Show at SummerSlam. Of course, I didn't need your help, but you made my job a little bit easier.
I can't remember the last time Triple H thanked anyone.
So that's 1. And now that that's out of the way, Here's number 2. Last night at SummerSlam, you didn't do a damn thing when Shelton Benjamin ran into the ring and attacked Ric Flair and I with a steel chair. Normally, that's the kind of mistake a guy like me would make sure a guy like you regretted for the rest of his life.
Uh-oh, here it comes.
So here's your second present. A free pass out of my ring and out of my life. But I'm warning you, this is a one-time offer, so don't blow it. Do the right thing and don't step between Shelton Benjamin and the ass-kicking he's going to get tonight.
Triple H let him off the hook, JR. If he were smart, he'd do the right thing and walk away.
I have to agree, that may be the smart thing to do, but I'm not sure it would be the right.
Stop me now!
When I look at Triple H, all I see...
He saw that one coming.
I think... What a submission hold! Could this be a tap out?
It isn't. The hold can't be broken. You can't take this kind of pain for long. He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. You got to respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know. He countered that and made it look easy.
4.
You know, JR, his opponent telegraphed that one. I think Triple H might be the greatest superstar of his generation. I think that in the future, superstars are going to talk about Triple H the way he's really cranking up the pressure on that hold, JR.
He sure is. There's no doubt he's looking for the submission right here. A reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
Shelton Benjamin's a perfect example of why you don't want to let a young superstar rise too far too fast.
1.
All of his success is wow! Listen to these fans, JR!
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time, but there's no fooling the WWE fans at all.
4. 5.
I think someone's going for a high-risk move, JR.
1. 2.
I can't even imagine what these superstars will put each other through.
I don't think you'd have to use much imagination, King. I think they intend to show you right here tonight.
6. 7.
These superstars sure aren't going easy on each other here tonight.
What'd you expect, King? This isn't ballet, you know.
Oh, really, JR?
I think he's looking to put his opponent away here.
Oh, my gosh! T-bone suplex! Man, what a move!
A textbook reversal there.
I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem intent on taking each other to the limit.
I love that attitude, JR. Go big or go home.
Well, these superstars sure aren't going home until this match is settled once and for all. So the submission has been expertly applied, and now it's just a matter of time.
That's right, JR. You've either got to break the hold or get broken by it.
One.
Boy, these superstars sure have their hands full here tonight, JR.
Two.
They sure do, King. They've got all they can say grace over.
Three.
I don't think he's climbing up there for the view.
What a counter! I don't know where he thinks he's going. This could be a mistake.
One.
This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They sure are, JR,
One.
and I love to hear it.
Two.
He counted.
The referee is down, and now there's no one to maintain order in this match.
Where do they find these referees, JR? They seem to be awfully fragile. These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
Three.
They sure are, JR. There's no question these superstars are earning their paychecks.
5. 6.
These superstars are putting everything on the line here in this match.
They sure are, and they're doing it all for the WWE fans. Without them, there'd be no WWE. He's not going to get caught with that one.
Show off all you want, but it's not going to win you the match.
No, but getting the crowd behind you can certainly give you the edge.
2. 3.
These superstars are in terrific shape, and that comes as no surprise whatsoever.
5.
No kidding. If you don't have that conditioning, you're not going to last long in a match.
6.
You sure aren't. And that's only one of the many reasons
7.
I try to stay out of the ring whenever possible.
8.
Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on their minds.
You sure can, Jake.
Well, there it is. That's the match.
I think Triple H might be the great. His opponent telegraphed that one. These fans can't stand it when he does this, JR, but I think it's great.
He's sure not going to win over any fans with that move, but I don't think that bothers him too much, quite frankly. When I look at Triple H, all I see is lost opportunities.
1.
He's so...
The quickest way to lose a match is to underestimate your opponent.
2.
I don't think he's underestimating anyone, King. I think he's making it clear that he refuses to be intimidated. A textbook reversal there.
Orton calls himself the Legend Killer, but I think he's going about that all wrong. He's still got so much to learn. Why would he want to destroy the very superstars who could teach him what he needs to be one of the true greats?
Randy Orton sat under the learning tree of Ric Flair and Triple H for 2 years, King. And considering that he's a... Oh, for the love of... Open your eyes, Red! I can't believe he got away with that.
Well, you might not like it, JR, but he's going to do whatever it takes to win this one. Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you... And it's been reversed.
I talked to these superstars backstage before the match, and I don't think I've ever seen competitors so ready to get it on.
And that's coming through loud and clear here tonight in this match.
There's the reversal. These superstars are so unpredictable, this match could go another 30 seconds or 30 minutes.
I hope it's the latter, King. It wouldn't hurt my feelings one bit if this match lasted the rest of the night. That went nowhere.
You know, JR, I racked my brains trying to think of a single flaw in Triple H, and I couldn't come up with anything. It's like he says, he really is the only diamond in this business.
I bet I can help you out there, King. He's arrogant. He's selfish and self-centered. He's got the crowd and his opponent in the palm of his hand.
That can change in an instant, especially if you let your opponent catch his breath. He saw that one coming. I don't think the fans appreciated that one very much, but I don't think he cares much what the fans think.
That much is obvious, King. What a low-down, despicable move that was.
He countered that one perfectly.
Oh, no! Everybody in this arena knows what's coming next.
The pedigree! The pedigree!
He's got his opponent in a pinning predicament. That's nowhere near a 3 count.
Oh, man, here it comes, JR.
The RKO. And there's the cover.
1, 2.
I can't believe he thought he was going to get the pin. It looks like they're slowing the pace down a bit here.
Maybe so. But 1 or 2 big moves could completely change the complexion of this match.
What a counter! I'd hate to be that referee, JR. Can you imagine having to tell one of these superstars no?
Boy, I think I've had nightmares about trying to do something like that.
He reversed it!
Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, JR. There's not a superstar on the Smackdown roster who could hold a candle to Raw's finest.
I wouldn't go that far, King. There are quite a few Smackdown superstars who I'd love to have on Raw.
Oh, come on, JR. Why would you want to lower the tone of the Raw locker room by bringing in some losers from Smackdown?
8.
King, next time you call Undertaker, Kurt Angle,
9.
and John Cena losers, make sure you give me some warning.
10.
That's it! That's all she wrote!
there. This has gone on long enough. I am sick of the interference and the cheap shots. You two are going to settle this in a rematch at Unforgiven. In a World Heavyweight title match. And just to make sure that Shelton Benjamin and Ric Flair don't get involved, it's going to be a steel cage match.
Did you hear that, King? A steel cage match for the World Heavyweight title at Unforgiven. And Flair and Benjamin are barred from ringside.
Unforgiven is right. I don't think Triple H is going to forgive Bischoff for this one, JR. I think I know who's going to win this one, JR.
Oh, really? Enlighten us, King.
Wait a second. Why are you so eager to hear my prediction?
Because I want to know who's going to win. And 9 times out of 10, it's not the superstar you pick. These superstars are in terrific shape. He may get the 3 count here.
You know, JR, I racked my brains trying to think of a single flaw in Triple H, and I couldn't come up with anything. It's like he says, he really is the only diamond in this business.
I bet I can help you out there, King. He's arrogant, he's selfish, and self-centered. He'll sacrifice anyone and anything to get what he wants. He's completely untrustworthy.
Whoa, 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 hold on there, JR. I know you and the game have some personal history with each other, but that's no excuse to try to diminish his accomplishments.
I'd never try to do that. There's no doubt that Triple H has reached a level in this business that few others have, if anyone at all. But that doesn't excuse his actions. What good is it to be the best superstar on the roster if you're the worst human being?
Oh my gosh, it's over, JR!
Tag team champions like the Hart Foundation or the Legion of Doom.
Yes, Eugene.
Or Chuck and
Yes,
Billy.
Eugene. That's right, just like the... Eugene, now that's enough. If you're going to be a champion, you've got to start behaving like one.
Hey, am I interrupting something?
No, not at all. Young Master Eugene here was just getting a wee bit overexcited about our recent World Tag Team title victory. Isn't that right, Eugene?
Yeah, congratulations. I hear you've got a title defense against Edge and Christian at Taboo Tuesday. Good luck with that.
And to you as well in your match against Christian tonight. He's more of a pillock than ever, now that he and Edge have reunited.
No kidding. Watch yourself out there tonight against Edge.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Eugene.
Like Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik. Iran #1. USA, ach tui.
is using the ropes. The ref doesn't see it. And damn it, neither does Eugene.
Eugene's completely distracted as usual, but this is one time I don't blame him.
The match is over. What's Edge trying to prove here?
Isn't it obvious, JR? Edge is trying to soften up William Regal for their tag team championship match at Taboo Tuesday.
How sharp do you have to be to take advantage of poor Eugene?
There you go, JR. He broke the hold. What are you so upset about?
Yeah, he broke the damn hold, but he might have broken Regal's back.
All's fair in love and title chases, JR.
So, despite the injury to William Regal, the tag titles will be on the line tomorrow night at Taboo Tuesday.
I don't know about this, William.
Please, you've got to reconsider. Eugene's uncle, Eric Bischoff, has a history of trying to crush Eugene's spirits. Eugene loves his title more than life itself, and the fact that I can't defend my half is a perfect excuse for him to strip us of our titles and hurt Eugene again.
But filling in for you as a tag team champion? That's a huge responsibility.
If you don't do this, you might as well hand the titles to those miserable toe rags, Edge and Christian. I don't know about you, but I refuse to reward those two with a championship for crippling their opponents. That'd hardly be sporting, would it?
Yeah, but...
You faced Christian last week. Tonight, it's you versus Edge. You've scouted both men, and our title defense is tomorrow night at Taboo Tuesday. You're the only one who can help us.
Okay. All right, I'll do it.
There's a top man. Thank you. Eugene, you make sure you accompany him to ringside tonight, and pay no attention to that scrubber Trish Stratus. Don't allow her to distract you from the match at hand.
Despite the injury to William Regal, the tag titles will be on the line tomorrow night at Taboo Tuesday.
That's if Regal's replacement makes it through his match tonight against Edge.
I'm sure he'd prefer not to, but she has no right to lead Eugene on like she's been doing.
Trish, look out! Oh my gosh, look at what he just did to Trish!
You mean look at what Edge just did to Trish? If I didn't know better, I'd say Eugene seems more concerned about Trish Stratus than his own partner.
Can you blame him, JR? I should go down there and see if Trish needs mouth-to-mouth, and maybe some CPR.
Everything went perfectly last week. Trish, for a moment, I thought you were actually hurt.
Hey, I'm the WWE Women's Champion. I'm tougher than I look. And if you boys stick with the plan, you'll be the World Tag Team Champions, and we'll all be wearing gold when we leave here tonight.
Yeah, now all we have to do is take that dunce Eugene out of the picture, which shouldn't be too hard. I mean, he's not exactly a rocket scientist, you know? I'd be surprised if he could lace up his own boots. And ugly. Man, the toughest part of the match will be having to look at him up close.
Hello. I'm sorry you got hurt yesterday, Trish. Are you okay?
Yes, thank you. That's very sweet, Eugene. But you don't have to apologize. It wasn't your fault.
Actually, Eugene, if anyone's got to apologize, it's me. I'm sorry I accidentally hurt William Regal 2 weeks ago. I didn't realize he tapped out. I didn't expect him to give up so easily. Guess he's not as tough as I thought he was, eh?
Yeah, but You know who should be apologizing? Your so-called friend for hitting poor Trish last night. Is that the kind of partner you want? Is that the kind of person you consider a friend, Eugene? Someone who hits girls from behind?
No.
I'd like to be your friend, Eugene. Would you like to be friends with little old me?
Yeah.
Good boy. Now come with me. I've got something to discuss with you.
I don't believe it. How could Trish even stand to be around that Eugene? She has a heart of gold, that's for sure.
If that Jezebel has a heart, it's fool's gold, if you ask me. No good's going to come of this, I can guarantee you that.
You think you know?
I'm so happy that we have a superstar like Edge on the Raw roster. Someone who sets goals for himself and doesn't let anything stop him from reaching them. He's a great role model for young fans.
Oh, he's a terrific role model, all right. Edge is a real humanitarian. Looks like he's trying for a pin here.
Randy Orton is such an ingrate, JR. As soon as he got a taste of success, he turned on Triple H and Ric Flair, the men who made him what he is today.
He's no such thing, King. Triple H and Flair turned on Orton. These fans love confidence in their superstars, and that's just what they're seeing from him here tonight.
Well, he can do this until the cows come home, but that's not going to win him the match.
It looks like they've decided to slow the match down a bit here.
And this can be a big mistake, JR. You don't ever want to give an opponent time to recover.
No, but you're not going to do yourself much good in a match if you let yourself get bone tired either.
Oh boy, you might want to close your eyes, JR. This one could get ugly.
You're damn right it could. It could get bowling shoe ugly. And that's what this business is all about. It's not ballot. He countered that and made it look easy. He may get the 3 count here.
He turned the tables on his opponent with that one.
I'm sure these competitors have studied each other very carefully.
This match would be over by now if they hadn't, JR. You never get into the ring without doing your homework.
That would be a recipe for disaster for sure, King.
Let me tell you, JR, you won't see action like this anywhere. I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out.
He's not going to get the 3 count without doing some more damage first. It doesn't. You're not going to get him with that one.
I don't understand how these fans can boo Edge, JR. Quick tags are the best way to win a tag team match, JR. What a counter! Oh man, that's gonna change the tone of this match, JR.
Yeah, and not for the better either. I wish the ref would actually pay attention to what's going on.
You think this is going to be a back-and-forth kind of match? Or do you think this is going to be pretty one-sided, JR?
I couldn't tell you, King. These superstars are so unpredictable that you can never tell how a match is going to go.
That was a long way to go for a simple, I don't know, JR. It's like he read his opponent's mind. Oh my gosh, JR! He's going for it!
The RKO! The RKO! Look at the confidence radiating off this superstar.
All I see is an overconfident superstar who's throwing away the match by not following up.
What an incredible performance by these phenomenal superstars.
Did you expect anything less, JR? I mean, look who's in the ring right now.
No, I didn't, King.
He countered that one perfectly. I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far.
It has indeed, King, and I think it's only going to get better from here on out. A textbook reversal there.
He's a 3 count away from a pinfall. Look at that. No fear whatsoever. What an amazing superstar.
Be that as it may, this isn't the sort of thing that wins matches, King.
Oh, here we go. What a jerk. How about continuing the match?
I don't think he's in any hurry.
Oh, man. Here it comes, JR.
The RKO! So, King, any predictions about the outcome of this match?
Oh, no. Every time I make a guess as to who's going to win, I never hear the end of it from you.
Maybe that wouldn't happen if you got one right every now and then.
What do you think of the match so far, JR?
I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight, King. I can't wait to see what happens next. He's a slippery devil.
Orton calls himself the Legend Killer, but I think he's going about that all wrong. Oh man, that doesn't look good.
Talk about targeting a body part and picking it apart.
I thought I'd pick the winner before the match started, JR, but now I'm having second thoughts.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, King. Usually I wonder if you've even had first thoughts.
I talked to these superstars backstage before the match, and I don't think I've ever seen competitors so ready to get it on.
And that's coming through loud and clear here tonight in this match. They're not taking it easy on each other either.
It's been said a million times, but I'll say it again. This isn't ballet. Ruthless aggression is the name of the game.
He's going to regret not following up here once he loses this match.
Come on, JR. This isn't something you do when you're worried about the outcome of the match. He knows he's got it in the bag. Oh boy, here it comes! I wonder how far these superstars are willing to go to get the win here tonight.
As far as it takes, King. We've seen them put their bodies on the line.
I don't believe it! The match is over!
Just moments ago, you successfully managed to beat Edge and Christian single-handedly. But Eric Bischoff has ruled that because of Eugene's absence, you forfeited the match. Therefore, Edge and Christian are the new World Tag Team Champions. I have to ask you, after that hard-fought match, with all of the blood, sweat, and tears you left in the ring, how does it feel to lose the World Tag Team titles and let William Regal down like that?
How does it feel, Coach? How does it feel? How do you think it feels?
Of course the deck was stacked against you when your partner Eugene decided not to show up for the match. What is your reaction to Eugene, well, dropping the ball?
Eugene, you must understand. Edge Christian and that trollop Trish Stratus are not your friends. They're trying to confuse you and take advantage of you.
But they said they were my friends. And Trish is so pretty. She wouldn't lie.
Look, Eugene, they took your tag team title last week after they convinced you not to show up for the match.
I know, I'm sharing the titles with them. Trish said they're my friends. And we had a great party last week after they won.
They're not your friends. They've already hurt me, and they will not hesitate to hurt either of you two as well if you're not careful.
Look, I've got a no disqualification match against Christian tonight. I'm sure Edge is going to be at ringside with him. Eugene, I need you to come down to the ring with me. If you don't, they'll gang up on me. Do you understand?
Good boy, Eugene. Now you two had better get ready. I'm going to speak with your Uncle Eric about arranging a tag title rematch at Survivor Series.
Boy, I tell you, JR, Eugene's about as dumb as a bag of hammers.
I feel terrible for that poor young man. I hope someone gets through to him somehow.
One.
I know you think Randy Orton's great, JR, but no one's got a higher opinion of him than Orton himself. I wish he'd just shut his mouth and show us what he's got.
Where have you been the last 2 years, King? Did you miss the fact that he became the youngest world heavyweight champion of all time? My God! A thunderous blow from that sledgehammer!
What do you think of the match so far, JR?
I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight, King. I can't wait to see what happens next.
3.
I think I see where... Oh, man! Did you hear that chair shot, JR? The intensity of these superstars is unbelievable.
No doubt about that, King. The fans are getting their money's worth here tonight.
Yes! That was an incredible move! What strategy?
Strategy, Michael? Oklahoma ass. That's cheating, plain and simple.
It looks like they've slowed the match down a little, and I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression.
Look out! He's going crazy with that chair! These superstars are at the top of their game, JR. Watch out! He reversed it! Orton calls himself the Legend Killer, but I think he's going about that all wrong. He's still got so much to learn. Why would he want to destroy...
What a vicious chair shot! Excellent counter. What ring presence. What an incredible performance by these phenomenal superstars.
Did you expect anything less, JR? I mean, look who's in the ring right now.
No, I didn't, King. I had high expectations, and I'm happy to say that this match has exceeded them all. He went straight for the pin. No flies on him. Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really? Well then, why don't you just enlighten the rest of us, King?
No way. I can already tell this is going to be a great match, and I don't want to ruin the ending for you.
You're too kind, King.
3.
You're also full of horse manure, as far as I can tell.
4.
Randy Orton is such an ingrate, JR. As soon as he got a taste of success, he turned on Triple H and Ric Flair, the men who made it.
These fans love confidence in their superstars, and that's just what they're seeing from...
Oh, man, here it comes, JR.
The RKO! Can his opponent kick out of this pinning predicament?
See, JR, this is exactly why Raw is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
You're absolutely right, King. We've got the best superstar, the best...
Flat on your back with your shoulders on the mat is no place to be.
3.
I think this crowd's giving... And that's the match! Well, after another no-show, I don't think he's going to be giving Eugene the benefit of the doubt anytime soon.
Well, you know what they say, JR. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you can't get fooled again.
You did a great job again for me last week, Eugene. You made me very, very happy. Do you know what I do for men that make me happy?
Give them presents?
You could say that. And I've got a present you can unwrap later tonight if you'll do me a little favor.
It's not my birthday.
I know, silly, but it's gonna seem that way.
Will there be cake?
No, Eugene,
and ice cream and balloons?
No, that's
and
not.
Pony rides?
Eugene! Listen, Eugene. If you do exactly what I tell you tonight, you're coming back to my hotel room after the show. Do you understand?
But I like my room. It's got all my action figures in it.
Eugene, listen. Edge has a match tonight against your former friend. I'm afraid he's gonna hurt Edge, and then he'll be able to hurt me again.
No.
But you can help Edge. We need you to be the special referee. The extremely special referee.
Referee? Like Dangerous Danny Davis or Earl Hebner's brother Dave.
That's right, Eugene. I know you'll do a great job for me tonight. Now go and get ready. Hurry up.
Holy crap. I thought I was gonna die.
I know.
Well, I guess we'd better get ready for your match, huh, bro?
We?
Yeah, we, as in you and me. Right?
Sorry, bro. Trish and I have some more planning to do.
Keep those belts warm, Christian.
Keep those belts warm, Christian. You're not the only one who can come up with a plan, Trish.
Eugene, listen to me. That trollop is not your friend. She's using you and turning you into a laughingstock.
Oh, William. You just can't stand to see Eugene happy, can you? He's got friends now. Real friends. And I think it's just sad that you can't be happy for him.
Now listen to me, you vile little slag. Young Master Eugene is a good boy, and the last thing he needs is to be corrupted by the likes of you.
What the hell is...
Oh my gosh, JR!
You're ruining the plan!
Correction. I'm improving the plan. I call this one Plan C. That limey Regal was trying to ruin everything. But as you can see, he's done now. That's how I roll.
Hallelujah! I think Eugene's finally seen the light.
Trish, get out of there! Eugene's gone crazy!
Eugene, stop it! Stop it right now! Quite frankly, I don't care if you tear each other apart like animals. But you're going to wait until Survivor Series this Sunday to do it. You see, I'm making the World Tag Team title match a ladder match. But that's not all. As extra incentive, Trish Stratus's contract will also be on the line. Whoever wins the match gets the titles and Trish's services for 1 year.
A ladder match certainly favors the champions, Edge and Christian. But having Trish's contract on the line has got to shake their confidence somewhat.
Oh man, JR, I wonder if it's too...
Stupid son of... Ah, I can't believe...
Guys!
Dumb mother...
Hold up! Wait! We gotta talk about Survivor Series. You can't roll without me.
Looks like Edge and Trish weren't as excited about Plan C as Christian was.
I think Christian's troubles are only beginning. Look out, Christian!
1, 2. One, two, three.
Here's your winner, Randy Orton. You think you know me?
I'm not so sure this one's about winning or losing anymore. I think it's become more personal than that.
They know there's not enough room for both of them up there. Did you ever think these two are fighting for their lives on that ladder?
Eugene is sucked back and forth. These two are going to trade blows until someone falls.
I think I see where this one's going, JR. I don't think we're very far from the end of the match.
I disagree entirely. The prize is only inches away. What a battle. Neither superstar can afford to be knocked off the ladder. The referee is down, and now there's no one to maintain order in this match.
Where do they find these referees, JR? They seem to be awfully fragile. I can't believe he countered that one.
Looks like they've decided to slow the match down a bit here.
And this could be a big mistake, JR. You don't ever want to give an opponent time to recover.
No, but you're not going to do yourself much good in a match if you let yourself get bone tired either.
It's going to be a long way down for one of these two superstars.
No! Not the chair! Not the chair! Both superstars are fighting to stay on the ladder.
Orton calls himself.
Neither combatant can afford to lose this fight and fall to the mat.
What are they going to do next?
I couldn't even begin to guess, King. That's why they say anything can happen here in the WWE. I think he's about to take that title and this match.
Oh boy, you might want to... It's a long way down.
Oh, what a shot from that steel chair.
These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. These competitors know that their paychecks come straight from the WWE fans. They're not going to let them down.
Yeah, but if they don't...
Look at the intensity of these two superstars trying to stay on the ladder.
Yes, that was an incredible move. What strategy?
Strategy, my Oklahoma ass. That's cheating, plain and simple.
These superstars are putting everything on the line here in this match.
They sure are.
Well, that's one way to use a ladder, JR. Randy Orton is such an ingrate, JR. As soon as he got a taste of success, he turned on Triple H and Ric Flair, the men who made him what he is today.
He's no such thing, King.
He's so close to victory, he can taste it. He did it! The match is over!
Thank you enough for your help, my friend. You certainly showed those punters a thing or two. And now that we've got the titles back, if you don't mind.
William Regal must be crazy if he actually expects him to just hand over the title.
William, no bad.
Here's your title, Regal, as promised. But don't forget the other part of our deal. In exchange for the title, Trish's contract is exclusive to me. She's mine for the next year.
Job done. Small price to pay, really. You can have that silly little tart's contract.
William, you remember Andre the Giant and the $1 Million Man?
Hold it right there. What the hell do you think you're doing? Seems like even my special nephew knows something you don't. William, remember years ago when Andre the Giant won the world title? He tried to give it to the $1 Million Man, which the WWE commissioner said was illegal.
Oh no, I know where this is going.
The belt was then vacated.
Yes! Bischoff's right! I remember!
Eric, listen.
No, Regal, you listen. Well, I approved a substitute for your title defense when you were injured a few weeks ago. That's not the case this time. Because you three have just passed around a championship indiscriminately without WWE approval. The World Tag Team titles are hereby vacated.
I can't believe it. How could the tag titles right after they won them. Why would he vacate the titles?
You heard Bischoff, JR. There's a precedent for it.
Yes, I see what you mean, Coach. I must admit his behavior has been a bit strange lately. Thank you for coming here tonight to bring that to my attention.
You wanted to see me, Vince?
Yes, thank you for coming to see me. I wanted to take this chance to compliment you on your hard work so far this year and let you know that it has not gone unnoticed. The matches you've competed in over the last few months have helped to determine your entry number into one of the greatest matches in sports entertainment, the Royal Rumble.
As you know, the Rumble takes place in 2 weeks. And tonight's match is your last chance to improve your entry number. And it must be your lucky day. Because Mr. McMahon, in his infinite wisdom, has come up with a typically brilliant plan to give you a choice of matches. You see, if you're fairly happy with your current number, you can compete in an Iron Man match tonight. When it's over, your opponent's number of pinfalls or submissions will be subtracted from yours. The resulting number will be added to your current entry number. So, if you score 3 points and your opponent scores 1, your entry number improves by 2. But if it's the other way around, your number falls by 2.
Or if you prefer to take a big risk for a big reward, you can compete tonight in a triple threat match against the number 1 and number 30 entrants. Win that match, and you'll get to enter the Royal Rumble last at number 30, which gives you a huge advantage. If you lose the triple threat, however, you'll enter at number 1 and have to face 29 other superstars in order to win.
I love it. That's sheer genius, Mr. McMahon.
Take it under advisement for a minute. Let me know which match you want to compete in tonight. Keep in mind that the higher your entry number, the later you enter the Royal Rumble, and the better your chances.
Here comes... tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You gotta keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car.
Oh, that's a lovely image, King. I'd ask you where you come up with this stuff, but I don't think I want to know, quite frankly.
I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars to watch what goes on inside it. And without them, we'd all be out of a job. Muhammad Hassan makes me sick. I wish he'd just stop his complaining, stop making excuses, and start proving himself in the ring instead of blaming everyone else.
He's obviously not feeling too threatened, JR.
Then maybe he's not smart enough to realize how dangerous his opponent really is.
Oh my gosh, JR! He's going for it!
The RKO! The RKO!
His opponent telegraphed that one.
He might be thinking of one of his favorite tunes.
No! Sweet chin music! I don't believe it! He countered that one perfectly.
Oh, come on down. How about a little more wrestling and a little less posturing?
It's called adding insult to injury, JR, and I think it's great. 1. That wasn't even close to 3.
Would you look at that? A blatantly illegal maneuver. That should be a disqualification.
You might be right, JR, but I don't hear the ring bell. This match is still going. Look at that. No fear whatsoever. What an amazing superstar.
Be that as it may, this isn't the sort of thing that wins matches, King. He's got his opponent in a pinning predicament.
I think this one could go either way, JR.
It sure could. Until the referee calls for the bell, this is still anyone's match. He's going to regret not following up here once he loses this match.
Come on, JR. This isn't something you do when you're worried about the outcome of the match. He knows he's got it in the bag. Boy, these superstars sure have their hands full here tonight, JR.
They sure do, King. They've got all they can say grace over. That went nowhere. I don't think his attempt to get this crowd on his side is paying off.
He's not trying to get the crowd on his side, JR. He's letting everyone know that he's going to win this one, whether they like it or not. I think these superstars have a legitimate beef with each other, JR.
So do I, King. I'm not so sure their issues with each other are going to be solved with one match.
I hope not. I'd love to see him go at it again and again. He's going for the cover, JR. I can't believe he countered that one.
I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before tonight's show, but I don't think that's it, man.
This is great, JR. He's really letting his opponent have it.
I guess he is, but I'd like to see a little less sizzle and a little more steak, personally. You're not going to get him with that one. would you look at this? Talk about arrogant. It's sickening.
Come on, JR. It's not enough just to win a match. You've got to make it clear who's the dominant superstar.
No! No! How can the referee allow something like that?
Come on, JR. You know that the referee's health plan doesn't include vision.
Oh, for the love of... Talk about having no respect for your opponent.
Well, if you've got a problem with it, maybe you should do something about it, JR.
We all know what's coming next.
The RKO! Did you see that, JR?
What a reversal.
I know you think Randy Orton's great, JR, but no one's got a higher opinion of him than Orton himself. I wish he'd just shut his mouth and show us what he's got.
Where have you been the last 2 years, King?
He doesn't seem to be too concerned about his opponent, JR.
Well, he should be. This one's not over yet, and you never know what might happen.
Yes, that was an incredible move. What strategy?
Strategy my Oklahoma ass. That's cheating, plain and simple.
Look at him, rubbing his opponent's face in it. I love it.
Well, this crowd doesn't seem to share your opinion. And quite frankly, I hope this comes back to bite him. Look at Shawn Michaels.
He can't keep letting his opponent work the same area of his body.
That's a recipe for disaster for sure.
What does he think he's doing? He's just showing off for the crowd now.
He's wrestling the match his way. And I think it's going to pay off, mark my words. And it's been reversed.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that that would be no easy feat.
Looks like things have quieted down here a bit, JR.
Well, you can be certain that won't last. Can his opponent kick out of this pinning predicament?
It looks like they slowed the match down a little, and I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, fools rush in.
Is that why you always seem to be in such a hurry, JR?
I think I've eaten a little too much good Oklahoma barbecue in my day, King, to hurry anywhere. Look out! He's setting up his opponent.
There it is! The RKO! Man, it's as fast as it is deadly. He could pin him right here, JR.
1, 2, 3.
This capacity crap. These superstars took each other to the... Just seen a glimpse of what's to come at the Royal Rumble this Sunday.
gentlemen, as you know, earlier tonight we witnessed a classic bout for the World Heavyweight title. So before we begin the Royal Rumble match, allow me to formally introduce you to your new World Heavyweight Champion. You see, despite Eric Bischoff's apparent desire to keep the World Heavyweight Championship vacant, Raw will indeed have a champion to represent the brand at WrestleMania. And speaking of Eric Bischoff, I plan on personally coming to Raw tomorrow to get an explanation from him as to why he's been vacating every title on the brand.
Mr. McMahon's coming to Raw tomorrow night. I'd hate to be in Eric Bischoff's shoes right about now.
Who wouldn't, generally speaking?
Now remember, the man who wins tonight's Royal Rumble will earn a title opportunity at the greatest sports entertainment spectacle of all time, WrestleMania 22. Yes, the road to WrestleMania begins right here, right now, in this very ring.
No chance, so that's what you got.
How can Shawn Michaels keep calling himself the Heartbreak? He countered that one perfectly.
He's taken every advantage in this matchup, and it looks like he plans on taking a few more.
If he's not the dirtiest player in the game, JR, he's a shoo-in for second place.
Is that? Yes, that's an elimination.
These superstars are putting everything on the line here in this match.
They sure are, and they're doing it all for the WWE fans. Without them, there'd be no...
Over the top rope and down to the floor. That's an elimination. How many times does Scotty 2 Hotty have to lose before he realizes that he's just not cut out for this business?
You know, King, some superstars... And there's the elimination!
I don't think there's going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done.
There may not be, King. They may well annihilate each other here tonight. He countered that and made it look easy.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't. We've seen he might as well start walking back to the locker room. And that's the match. Ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner of the 2006 Royal Rumble. He outlasted 29 other superstars to do it. And by God, he's going to get a title shot at WrestleMania 22. What a...
point in drawing us out any longer than necessary. For the past several months, I've heard nothing but complaints from the Raw superstars and fans about the way Eric Bischoff has vacated damn near every title on Raw. So Eric, I'm giving you a chance to come on out to this very ring right now and explain your actions. Well, Eric, I don't think I have to remind you that you stand on dangerous ground here tonight. So what do you have to say for yourself?
Well, Mr. McMahon, as everyone knows, I used to be in charge of WCW, the most dominant force in the sports entertainment industry. What was it? 88 weeks in a row that we beat this very show in the ratings? 88 straight weeks.
Yeah, and we all know how that turned out.
I used to be the undisputed king of sports entertainment.
I take exception to that.
And now look at me. I became nothing more than a lackey, under the thumb of WWE Board of Directors and the almighty Vince McMahon. Well, I'm sick of it. I've been sick of it for a long time. And about 6 months ago, I decided to do something about it. I was approached by someone who promised me enough financial backing to raise a new sports entertainment empire that would rival the mighty WWE. In exchange for his support, all I had to do was handicap Raw in any way I could, while at the same time lend my genius to this new venture of yours.
Genius?
So I stripped the Raw superstars of their titles and put them in the most grueling matches conceivable. And all the while, my partner was making deals and targeting the WWE for a hostile takeover. Now you're probably wondering why I've chosen to reveal this master plan tonight. Well, quite frankly, it's so close to fruition that not even the great Vince McMahon can stop us now. So it is my great pleasure to introduce you to my partner. He is a true titan of business and sports entertainment.
Save it! It's JBL, right?
What?
John Bradshaw Layfield, the WWE Champion. That's your partner, am I right?
Mr. McMahon's one step ahead of Bishop.
You see, I've known about your pathetic little scheme for months, Eric. Did you seriously think you could just start vacating Raw titles without me taking an interest in why you were doing it?
I think Mr. McMahon may be miles ahead of Bischoff.
I've already contacted Smackdown General Manager Theodore Long, and although JBL doesn't even know it yet, this titan of business and sports entertainment, as you call him, has been stripped of his WWE title and fired from Smackdown. I know JBL's on his way here, and I also knew you two had planned some dramatic unveiling for your so-called master plan. Well, JBL's going to get a bit more drama than he bargained for when he arrives here tonight. You see, I've got someone waiting for JBL in the parking lot. The man who won an opportunity to challenge Triple H for the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania.
Raw's #1 contender is going to meet JBL in the parking lot? What does that mean, JR?
I don't think he's there to roll out the red carpet, King.
I thought it might be a good warm-up for Raw's title contender to take on a world champion before WrestleMania. So when JBL shows up here tonight, he's going to find himself in a parking lot brawl. And by my watch, JBL should be arriving right about now.
You can't be serious. You can't do this to me. I'm Eric Bischoff. I'm the general manager of Raw. I'm the only man to take on Vince McMahon and win.
Eric, in case you haven't figured it out by now, the only thing you are is, you're fired!
And not a minute too soon. Thank you, Mr. McMahon.
But that's not all. There's going to be a parking lot brawl between JBL and Raw's #1.
One, two. One, two, three.
Here's your winner, Randy Orton.
I taught Smackdown a lesson about what happens when you try to mess with the dominant brand of sports entertainment. And Vince McMahon gave me his personal assurance that there will be no more interference from Smackdown until after WrestleMania. Which is just how I want it. I've shed blood, sweat, and tears to get where I am today. The World Heavyweight title is the crown jewel in our business. And it brings out the best in every superstar that comes near it. Eric Bischoff could never understand that. And that's one reason why he's the ex-general manager of Raw.
Amen to that.
You know, I usually disagree with this joker, about damn near everything. So I'm as shocked as anyone else to realize that we're on the same page this time. This is the crown jewel of our business. This is the ultimate prize. It's the last thing on every superstar's mind when they go to sleep at night, and the first thing on their mind when they wake up.
I have to admit he's right, King. If the World Heavyweight title isn't on your mind, you're in the wrong business.
And the single, ultimate reason this title means so much is because it's around the waist of me. The game. Every loser in the back thinks that if he can wear this title, he might one day be good enough to be mentioned in the same breath as Triple H.
Imagine that, JR. Who wouldn't want to be mentioned alongside an all-time great like Triple H?
Oh, please.
But listen to me very carefully. This title is a part of me, and I am a part of it. Without the title, my life has no meaning. Without me, this title is just a belt. Yeah, you may have your opportunity against me at WrestleMania, but you'll never beat me for this title. You'll never take away that part of me, so take a good look now, because this is the closest you will ever come to it as long as I'm around. And why? Because I'm that damn good.
Oh my gosh!
Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through.
Well, look who it is. It's the Great Green Tomato. What's up, kid?
Now listen up, you dastardly villains. The Hurricane is here to bring you to justice and truth, honor, and integrity to the World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, yeah? And how are you gonna do that exactly?
By relieving you of that title, of course. With justice on my side and my hero powers at my disposal, an evildoer like you doesn't stand a chance.
Kid's got a lot of heart.
Yeah, but it's not pumping any blood to his brain.
Hold on a second. You want a World Heavyweight title match? You? Against me? For this? Man, I don't think I'm ready to take on a superhero tonight. At least not by myself. Tell you what, how about you and your sidekick there take on me and Ric Flair? Right here, right now.
Surely you are familiar with the concept of a superhero team-up, Citizen Contender. For one night only, I will take you on as my her sidekick.
These superstars are so unpredictable, this match could go another 30 seconds or 30 minutes.
I hope it's the latter, King. It wouldn't hurt my feelings one bit if this match lasted the rest of the night.
I think Triple... Oh, here we go. What a jerk. How about continuing the match?
I don't think he's in any hurry to end this one, King. And I don't think the crowd wants it to end either. He countered that and made it look easy.
4,
can't believe he countered that one. Ric Flair's a 16-time world champion, JR. 16 times. There's not a WWE superstar in history who's done that.
Yeah, and if a single one of those title reigns didn't...
This is a mistake, JR. Everyone knows that overconfidence costs superstars matches.
That might be true, King, but all I see is a very confident superstar who's got everything going his way.
All's fair in love and war, JR. And I love it when this guy goes to war.
Whoever said that cheaters never prosper certainly never saw this man in action. When I look at Triple, up the turnbuckle he goes. I hope he knows what he's doing.
1.
And there's a little something for the crowd.
2.
The best superstars never ignore their fans.
1.
The best superstars also finish off their opponents instead of giving them time to recover.
3. 4.
There's absolutely no question in my mind that Ric Flair is one of the true legends of this. A textbook reversal
6.
there.
7.
Oh, for the love of... Talk about having no
8.
respect for your opponent.
Well, if you got a problem with it,
1.
maybe you should do something about it. Oh my gosh, JR, he's going for it.
The RKO! The RKO!
3.
A reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
4.
Did you see that? Ring the damn bell. You can't let somebody get away with that.
I don't think the ref saw it, JR. And if the ref doesn't see it, it's not illegal. It looks like these superstars are looking for an opening.
And the first one to find one will take control of this match.
1. 2. 3.
I can't remember the last time I saw superstars this fired up. I don't think they've even considered the possibility that they might not win this thing.
There's an awful lot of pride on the line here, King. No one in that ring wants to have to go back to the locker room as a loser. He's got the crowd and his opponent in the palm of his hand.
That can change in an instant, especially if you let your opponent catch his breath.
You're not going to get him with that one.
You think these fans have gotten their money's worth tonight, JR?
If they haven't yet, I'm sure they're going to by the end of this match.
Well, I don't say this too often, but I completely agree with you. I talked to these superstars backstage before the match, and I don't think I've ever seen competitors so ready to get it on.
And that's coming through loud and clear here tonight in this match. They're not taking it easy on each other either.
It's been said a million times, but I'll say it again. This isn't ballet. Ruthless aggression is the name of the game.
5. 6.
It's always a treat to watch. That's a short climb, but a potentially long fall.
3.
We all know what's coming next.
The RKO! Did you see that, JR?
5.
No! How can a referee allow something like that?
7.
Come on, JR. You know that the referee's health plan doesn't include vision.
Excellent counter. What ring presence?
9.
What a submission hold. Could this be a tap out?
It isn't. The hold can't be broken. You can't take this kind of pain for long. You know, JR, I racked my brains trying to think of a single flaw in Triple H, and I couldn't come up with anything. It's like he says, he really is the only diamond in...
These fans love confidence in their superstars, and that's just what they're seeing from him here tonight.
Well, he can do this until the cows come home, but that's not going to win him the match.
1.
That went nowhere.
1. 2.
These superstars are in terrific shape, and that comes as no surprise whatsoever.
No kidding. If you don't have that conditioning, you're not going to last long in a match.
You sure aren't.
5.
And that's only one of the many reasons I try to stay out of the
6.
ring whenever possible.
7. 8.
I know you think Randy Orton's great, JR, but no one's got a higher opinion of him than Orton himself.
10.
And that's all she wrote, JR. It's over.
Here are your winners, Randy Orton.
There's the Hurricane and his sidekick in the GM's office. But who's in the GM's chair, JR?
I have no idea, King. It's not Eric Bischoff. That's for damn sure.
Oh, no!
You've got to be kidding me.
Surprise! I bet you two didn't expect to see the coach in the general manager's chair.
You're the new general manager of Raw?
What's up with that?
Well, Mr. McMahon likes to say that I'm the interim general manager and that he's still looking for a permanent replacement. But I think we all know that he's just saying that to smooth over some bruised egos. I mean, where's he going to find a better GM than the coach?
All right, well, if you're done talking about yourself, let's talk about Triple H and what he did to me last week.
I was just getting to that. Don't rush the coach, or I'll strip you of your title shot. Ha! Just kidding. The coach is famous for his sense of humor. Now, I know you two gentlemen are skeptical, but let me make a couple of matches for you as a show of good faith. Now, I can't put you and Triple H against each other just yet, or it would spoil WrestleMania for the coach's fans. But I will give you a shot tonight against Triple H's right-hand man, Ric Flair, in a submission match. And as for you, Hurricane, I'm going to give you exactly what you were looking for last week. A World Heavyweight title match tonight against Triple H himself.
A title match? What is he thinking?
Holy career opportunity for Citizen Coach. What happens when I beat Triple H tonight and win the World Heavyweight title? Surely you don't expect me to fight my sidekick at WrestleMania.
You beat Triple H for the World Heavyweight title? You're a funny guy, Hurricane. Sometimes I think you're almost as funny as me. Now move along, gentlemen. The coach is a busy man, and you've got matches to prepare for.
What an absolute jackass.
What has Raw done to deserve that moron as a general manager? Why do I get the feeling that Triple H isn't very concerned about tonight's title defense, JR?
The odds may be stacked against the Hurricane, there's no doubt. But that young hero has all the heart in the world.
Stand back! There's a hurricane coming through.
King, you know what they say. Anything can happen in the WWE.
Must have been some kryptonite in that sledgehammer. That's got to be the shortest title defense on record, JR.
It wasn't even a defense. The damn match didn't ever start. But I guarantee you one thing, Triple H isn't going to get off that easy at WrestleMania.
I wonder what our interim general manager is going to do about this. Surprised that Triple Triple H and Flair couldn't keep their noses out of this. Of course, with noses like theirs, it's tough for them to keep them out of just about everything.
Come on, Jericho. Get in there.
Triple H, Nature Boy, look out!
The deal was that I'd stay out of the way after the match. I didn't say that you two jackasses should throw me out of the damn ring.
Deal? What's Jericho talking about?
Oh, what's the matter, Jericho? Did you get hurt taking a little tumble out of the ring? Were we too rough for you? Well, let me tell you something. You're gonna get it a lot worse than that when I give you the first World Heavyweight title opportunity after WrestleMania. So let me ask you, was it worth a little beating? Or do you wanna head home and cry yourself to sleep?
Oh, it's absolutely worth it, Triple H. And don't misunderstand me. I can take whatever you dish out. But if you try and double-cross Y2J, you're never gonna make it to WrestleMania, Junior.
I can't believe that Chris Jericho would sell his soul to that devil, Triple H.
At least he got a good price for it, JR. I talked to these superstars backstage before the match, and I don't think I've ever seen competitors so ready to get it on.
And that's coming through loud and clear here tonight in this match. They're not taking it easy on each other either.
Oh no! Not the ladder! I think this one could go either way, JR.
It sure could. Until the referee calls for the bell, this is still anyone's match.
Boy, these superstars sure have their hands full here tonight, JR.
They sure do, King. They've got all they can say grace over.
Orton calls himself the
He's a slippery devil. These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it... Oh my God! The impact of that aluminum ladder on human flesh!
It's not pretty.
So come on, JR. Just between you and me, who are you pulling for in this matchup?
I'd like to see a clean victory by a superstar with a lot of heart and a lot of intensity who puts on the best performance possible for the fans, King.
I know you think Randy Orton's great, JR, but I don't care who you are.
A few hits from a steel ladder will take all the fight out of it. Sounds like this crowd's got some...
To see the coach.
Stop right there. What do you think you're doing, Jericho? First you orchestrate an attack on my #1 contender after your match last week. And then you double team him here tonight? And for what? A title match against Triple H after WrestleMania? In case you've forgotten, the coach is the general manager of Raw.
Interim general manager.
You beat me to it, JR.
And that means the coach calls the shots around here. So Jericho, Flair, get the hell out of my ring before I lose my temper. And believe me, you don't want to be in the ring with the coach when I lose my temper.
Looks like Coach bit off more than he can chew. I can't say I'm sorry to see it, but I am sorry to say that it looks like Triple H's henchmen are still running the show here on Raw.
What did Coach expect? Talking to two former world champions like that. If you want to order Raw superstars around like that, you'd better be able to back it up. Say, that gives me an idea.
What are you talking about, King?
I'll tell you later, JR. But first, I've got to give Mr. McMahon a call. Okay, Christy, Stacy, let's go through tonight's schedule one more time. First, we've got a bikini contest, followed by a bra and panties match. And then there's the Diva Talent Show and the evening gown match. And then you two in a pie-eating contest. Oh, I love Raw.
I never thought I'd see it. Jerry the King Lawler as interim general manager of Raw.
Okay, girls, I've got to deal with some serious business here. I'll see you two later tonight.
Okay, Lawler, if you're about done hitting on the divas...
Hold it right there. First of all, watch your tone. I'm the interim general manager of Raw, so you need to respect the position. Now, I'm not a jerk like the coach, but I'm not going to be a pushover like him either.
Fair enough. But what are you going to do about Triple H, Ric Flair, and Chris Jericho? I've taken about all I'm going to take from them. And if you don't do something about them, I'm going to take matters into my own hands.
That's exactly what I was hoping you'd say. Look, regardless of how I feel about you, you won a title match at the Royal Rumble, and you're gonna main event WrestleMania. I don't like the idea of Ric Flair or Chris Jericho ruining Raw's biggest match of the year. So I'm gonna give you a chance to do something about it. I've made a first blood match for you tonight against your choice of either one of them. So who do you want to take out? I mean, take on.
These superstars are in terrific shape, and that comes as no surprise whatsoever.
No kidding. If you don't have that conditioning, you're not going to last long in a match.
You sure aren't. And that's only one of the many reasons I try to stay out of the ring whenever possible.
He's obviously not feeling too threatened, JR.
Then maybe he's not smart enough to realize how dangerous his opponent really is.
Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except when I have to sit here and listen to you drool over the... He's laying waste to his opponent with that ring bell.
Ric Flair's a 16-time... He'll never be a professional timekeeper at this rate. I thought I'd pick the winner before the match started, JR, but now I'm having second thoughts. Oh, man! Did you hear that chair shot, JR? It looks like his opponent's going for the submission here, JR.
You'd be a fool not to take advantage of those injuries. His opponent's down, and now he's sharing a piece of his mind.
He's gonna have to eat those words by the end of this match, JR.
Well, there it is. That's the match.
This is great, JR. Would you call this one a slobber knocker?
It's too early to tell, King, but it's definitely one hellacious matchup, no doubt about it.
Oh, man, here it comes, JR.
The RKO!
I don't think I've ever seen a superstar who overrates himself as much as Chris Jericho does. He must think he's Elvis or something.
I don't know if he's any Elvis, King, but he's a very successful rock star, and he's a hell of a superstar to boot.
I think this one could go either way, JR.
It sure could. Until the referee calls for the bell, this is still anyone's match.
Oh my gosh! This could be the finisher! I could watch these superstars go at it all night, JR.
So could I, King, but all good things must come to an end. Let's just hope it just doesn't end too soon. You're not going to get him with that one. I never get tired of watching Chris Jericho in the ring. Every time he goes out there, he reminds me of why he's the first ever undisputed champion and has held the Intercontinental title more times than any other superstar.
I don't know how you can say that, JR. I mean, oh no! I don't like the looks of this!
He's got the fans behind him, King, and his opponent had better watch out.
Oh, here we go. What a jerk. How about continuing the match?
I don't think he's in any hurry to end this one, King. And I don't think the crowd wants it to end either. And it's been reversed.
I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far.
It has indeed, King, and I think it's only going to get better from here on out.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And look, and now a pin! This could be it! These superstars are in perfect shape, and that comes as no surprise whatsoever.
No kidding. If you don't have that conditioning, you're not going to last long in a match.
You sure aren't. And that's only one of the many reasons I try to stay out of the ring whenever possible.
Watch out! He reversed it! Jericho's so in love with the sound of his own voice that it wasn't enough for him to have an interview show on Raw. He had to go it.
He went straight for the pin. No flies on him.
Oh my gosh, JR! He's going for it!
The RKO! The RKO! He may get the 3 count here.
Orton calls himself the Legend Killer, but I think he's going about that all wrong. He's still got so much to learn. Why would he want to destroy the very superstar? I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out.
2. He almost got the 3 count, but almost doesn't count.
I know you think Randy Orton's great, JR, but no one's got a higher opinion of him than Orton himself. I wish he'd just shut his mouth and show us what he's got.
Look out! He's setting up his opponent.
There it is! The RKO! Man, it's as fast as it is deadly. These superstars are putting everything on the line here. I can't believe he thought he was going to get the pin. He reversed it. I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who you're pulling for.
I'm trying to remain as objective as I can, King. Quite frankly, I'd rather see a good competitive matchup than see a particular superstar win or lose this thing.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows you play favorites. You're always trying to kiss up to the fans by talking up whoever they're cheering for.
I've never been a kiss-up in my life, King, which is more than I can say for some people. I call them like I see them, and I'm flattered that the WWE fans agree with me as often as they do.
I don't know how much more of this I can stand to listen to, JR. You know what the difference between you and I-95 is? You can turn off I-95. Randy Orton is such an ingrate, JR. As soon as he got a take, here's the cover, JR. 1, 2.
Is that? No, only 2. We all know what's coming next.
The RKO! Did you see that, JR? He's a 3 count away from a pinfall.
1, 2, 3. Well, like it or not, this one's
since that idiotic psychopath showed his mask around here.
He's a WWE legend. I have no idea why he's here, but I'd say his timing is impeccable.
There goes Triple H! What's gonna happen now?
And now it's the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart? I can't believe what I'm seeing.
This has gone on long enough.
Like I said earlier, Mr. McMahon has an important announcement to make tonight, and he can't be happy that Jimmy Hart and Mankind have just invaded his ring.
Ever since the World Heavyweight title has returned to Raw, it's been nothing but chaos around here. Raw needs a general manager who can restore order. So by the power of Mr. McMahon and this megaphone, that person is none other than myself, the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart.
What? You gotta be kidding me. That loudmouth Jimmy Hart is the Raw general manager? I knew I should have kept the job a few more weeks.
King, you said yourself that wasn't a job for you. Besides, Jimmy Hart has a long history in this business. He could make a fine general manager in my view.
Now, Mankind, I want to thank you for showing up here tonight, 2 weeks away from WrestleMania. When Mr. McMahon made me the general manager, he warned me that I might need some muscle to keep order around here. And well, you were available. That's why I'm asking you to be the new sheriff of Raw, Daddy-O.
Jimmy Hart, when you asked me to sign up as sheriff, my first reaction was to respectfully decline your offer. After all, I've enjoyed a blissful retirement of boiler room maintenance, amateur taxidermy, and masterpiece theater. But having seen Raw over the last few weeks, I agree that it doesn't do this show any good to have the inmates run the asylum. And frankly, being somewhat of an authority on asylums myself, I know of what I speak. In fact, I have to agree with you that as an unstable, unpredictable, sadistic, 287-pound best-selling author with a bachelor's degree and 1.5 years, I'm perfectly qualified for the job. I accept. And as for you, you've got yourself a shot at the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania. As a matter of fact, I've got great memories of main events like that myself. But you'll have to forgive me if I can't remember exactly whose they are. And next week, as a special sneak preview, you and I are going to have a tag team match against the very same SOBs we just cleared out of there. That is, if they have the testicular fortitude to get into the ring against even odds for a change. So as the new Sheriff of Raw, I've got 6 words for you. Or make that 5, including one with a hyphen I'd like to borrow from a certain prickly acquaintance of mine. Bang, bang! Have a nice day!
The new general manager of Raw is Jimmy Hart, and his new sheriff is Mankind. And he's going to partner up with a #1 contender next week.
So let me get this straight. That demented walking hermit crab, Mankind, comes out of some dungeon, and Jimmy Hart makes him sheriff of Raw because he wants to end the chaos around here? That's like trying to put out a fire by dumping gas on it. Everyone in this arena knows that Mankind and I can't stand each other. It should be pretty obvious to Hart, Vince, and everyone else that Mankind's just a bitter, broken has-been who's taking advantage of an opportunity to sabotage my World Heavyweight title reign. So if those two think they can just come onto Raw and start ordering someone like me around, sorry to interrupt you, Triple H, but your little diatribe just seemed to beg this question. For a man who calls himself the Cerebral Assassin, I have to wonder how cerebral you really are. Seeing as how you've come out here to run your mouth about the new sheriff in town. And I hate to point out the obvious, but it seems that as of last week, Jimmy Hart is your new boss. And you can rest assured that the new boss ain't the same as the old boss.
So you think you impress me, Mankind? You think you scare me? I know you're about one concussion away from a lifetime pass to the nut house. So in case you've forgotten, let me remind you, I am a 10-time world champion.
No, I haven't forgotten. And I have to admit that it takes a special talent to win the title 10 times. Just like you must admit that it takes a special talent to lose it that many times. But since you like keeping track of stuff like that, you're in luck. You see, you're going to get a chance to add another loss to your record should you lose that title again at WrestleMania. You see, Triple H, Jimmy Hart saw the need to find a match that will not only keep your cronies out, but will keep you in. So I suggested a little match that I keep near and dear to my heart, not to mention my ruptured kidney, busted ribs, and the incisor that found its way through my upper lip and lodged itself in my nose for all the world to see. So in case you haven't guessed by now, let me spell it out for you. Your World Heavyweight title match at WrestleMania is going to be a Hell in a Cell. Have a nice day.
Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania? Oh my Lord!
Poor Triple H. What did he do to deserve this? Hart and Mankind are trying to sabotage him.
You can't do that! I'm the World Heavyweight Champion! I'm the greatest wrestler alive today! I'm...
Mr. Socko! Mr. Socko! He stuck Mr. Socko right down the World Heavyweight Champion's gullet!
Somebody help him! Somebody stop that idiot Mankind!
Triple H may have gotten more than he bargained for when he decided to challenge the authority of the new general manager and sheriff.
Poor Triple H! I hope he's okay! So, JR, are you enjoying?
The submission is locked in. This could be huge.
Oh my gosh, JR! You can't go long without tapping out to this. Watch out! He reversed it! I know you think Randy Orton's great, JR, but no one's got a higher opinion of him than Orton himself. I wish he'd just shut his mouth and show us what he's got.
Where have you been the last 2 years, Pete? Did you miss the fact that he became the youngest world heavyweight?
Oh my gosh! This could be the finisher! I can't believe he countered that one!
Look at...
The RKO! Man, it's as fast as it is deadly. He's going for the pin.
When I look at Triple H, all I see is lost opportunity. He's so talented and so intelligent that he could have made such a positive impact on the business. Instead, he decided that he's not going to get caught with that one.
KO! Did you see that, JR? So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King. He's got that submission hold locked in.
He sure does, JR. He might make his opponent tap out right here.
What a reversal.
I think Triple H might be the greatest superstar of his generation. I think that in the future, superstars are going to talk about Oh my gosh, JR! He's going for it!
The RKO! The RKO!
1, 2, 3.
Well, like it or not, this one's over.
I gotta give him credit, JR. I didn't think he could do it, but he showed the world.